All right. Welcome to Fulton Street Beats, guys. Let's play today. Now, I am messing around with a new audio interface and a new DAW and some echo. Let's get rid of that. There, I don't think we have that anymore. Good. Okay. So, this will be what we are messing with today. Now, I was going to do this, so I just recorded the track. So keep that in mind. And I recorded it to Audacity. This is my first time using Audacity, and it's a little weird. Some of it's weird, some of it's not. Some of it's pretty self-explanatory. Anyhow, but I'm learning the system on it. So I just got through recording some messing. I haven't even played it back. I don't know what it sounds like yet. This SRV guitar that I have been building, and this is a cool guitar right here. So no, it does not have the proper Fender headstock. This is a Glarry guitar that I have been upgrading. So if you look here, it does say, I'm going to get this close to you. It does say Fender on the headstock. Isn't that cool? And if you look at the back, it says number 1. Because it's the first one that I have, Glarry that I have been modifying. And ironically, the one that Stevie Ray Vaughan had was number 1. The tuners on this are absolutely shit. So we're going to be upgrading tuners later on. But it does have the Stevie Ray Vaughan plate on the back for that, the neck plate. The neck has been shaved. I have a video out about that. I shaved the neck. I have stained the fretboard rather than replacing this neck right now. I stained it and made it look very well worn and antiqued, and I kind of dig that look. The body's super nice. It does have an actual Fender trim in it, a reverse trim. See that? Left-handed, with a few modifications that I've done to that. And I'll tell you what I've done. So I had to route out the body, reroute out, make it much wider this way and this way, the vertical and the horizontal, to make this trim fit. And then, of course, we have a problem with screw holes, so we had to do some fill and had to make everything right inside to make the trim fit because they were different, they didn't line up properly. And then when I was going to use my whammy bar, it was just too far down, so what I did is I re-tapped the bar to put it at more of an appeasing angle to me, so I was more usable because it was so uncomfortable to use. And now it's pretty cool because I don't like Strats in general because I always have a hard time when I'm playing hitting the volume knob. It's just the way they sit on me, and I'm always turning the guitar down. So at first, I couldn't stand this trim, even in the position, because I kept touching it. And then I realized, wait, that's a rest for my hand. And what that does, and let me get this disarray of chords. What that does that's cool is my hand rests on the curve now. I realize that. And I'm strumming directly in the middle of the guitar. But I can just do a quick flick of the wrist, and I'm up here at the bridge, so which is really, really cool. So I'm in the middle, which gives me all the nice tone, or kind of I can, wherever I want to strum, I can rest my hand and let my wrist do all the work without just free hanging, which is nice. It kind of reminds me of a bass guitar when you rest your thumb on the pickup. So that's pretty cool. So I've done that. I want, at the end of this video, if you guys could, go in the comment section below and tell me what you think about the sound of these pickups, and then later on we'll do an episode where I'll tell you what these pickups are. They might not be what you think or what they were on the last video even, on this guitar, if I did put one out. I can't even remember now. Anyhow, tell me what you think of the sound of these pickups. They did have black covers on them originally. I put cream on them, cream knobs. Yes, reverse trim. I still have to do the gold input jack. That's got to be done. No, I'm not doing a gold trim, because Stevie Ray Vaughan when he started building his original one, did not have a gold one in it. It was actually silver, and it had gold screws, and it progressed into a gold one. So many changes that guitar went through the years as number 1. So anyhow, I just liked the look, and I said, well, if I'm going to have a Strat, it's going to be a Stevie Ray Vaughan looking Strat, just because. And no, I'm not going to relic it because it's just too damn pretty, and it gets beat up on its own. That'll be the relic. But it plays decent, and the action's set up like Stevie Ray Vaughan's action with his strings. I don't dig it. It's not for me. It does give it a characteristic sound using those strings and a feel that's very bluesy. And the action's really weird. So if you look up his specs and you dive into it, you can find the specs for his guitar. Don't ask me because I may be wrong. But I will tell you the action is low as, I mean, just low. To the point where you get fret buzz, whether, you know, but he did too. And that was the thing. If you notice some of his recordings, man, he was twanging that thing and he was getting fret buzz, but it was part of the show and part of that sound that he got. And I find that translates over onto this. If you do a setup on your Strat and you're setting it up like Stevie Ray, if you're setting it to factory specs, you're not going to get that exact sound. But I'm probably not getting it either. But I wanted to be as close as possible as I could, so I researched his setup, and that's what I did. Is it right? Is it wrong? There is no right and wrong. It's what you like. So keep that in mind. Anyhow, let's get to this recording that I've done. We're going to go to it right now, and we'll check out and see how this DAW's recording and this new interface. We'll see what's going on here. If it's horrible, guys, I apologize, but I'm still bringing you the video because it's a learning process here at Fulton Street Beats. And as we go, I hope you guys will grow with me as I grow with you. And please remember to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And without any further ado, here is Messing Around the Blues. By the way, first time I've ever played this track, ever. And the first time I've strummed this since I got it really finished. So keep that in mind and don't be too hard on me, guys. Thanks. And hopefully this works. Because if it doesn't, what are we going to do? But let's roll with this and give me a few bars here to hear this thing.